Ladies and gentlemen, tonight it is the return of the UEFA Champions League. Yes guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today I am back with the Champions League predictions. It has been absolutely ages, but the Champions League predictions are back. Make sure to smash a like, subscribe, and let's get into the video. Right, and so the first game is coming from the Parc des Princes. It is PSG versus Real Madrid. It's France against Spain. It's the sides who are top of Ligue 1 against the sides who are top of La Liga. Obviously, PSG coming second in their Champions League group. Obviously, Manchester City of England winning Group A. Real Madrid, they won their group as they obviously finished top, and they finished 5 points clear of Italian side Inter Milan. Obviously, tonight, this game is going to be, for me, this is the game of the round. This is the game of the round, because there are some absolute ballers on the pitch. Kylian Mbappe, Lionel Messi, Neymar Jr., Donnarumma, Hakimi, Vinicius Jr., Benzema. There are just loads of players that you could name who are absolute ballers, and they're going to be playing against each other. They're going to be literally playing against each other tonight in Paris, and then in a few weeks' time in Madrid. And obviously PSG, they are unbeaten at home in the Champions League. Real Madrid, obviously, the start of the tournament wasn't so good for them, but I think they pulled the trigger, and obviously they got back. They obviously started winning a lot. But tonight will be a really difficult game for Real Madrid. Obviously, they haven't won the Champions League since 2018, and that was against Liverpool in Kiev. And obviously these two, PSG and Real Madrid, they played each other loads of times. If I just have a look, the last time these two met, was in 2019. It was a 2-2 draw, but in Paris it was a 3-0 win to PSG. But the last time these two met in a knockout round in the Champions League, it was in the round of 16 in 2018. Real Madrid won 2-1, and goal scorers that day being Cristiano Ronaldo and Casemiro in the 80th minute. So Real Madrid have beaten PSG in the knockout stages before. Obviously, the first time these two met was in the friendly in 2013. It was a 1-0 win for Real Madrid. Real Madrid have 5 wins against PSG. PSG have 2 wins against the European kings themselves. And I think defensively, both PSG and Real Madrid are under a lot of pressure. Real Madrid defensively this season, they've done all right, you know. PSG though, obviously, Bucket Hat Sam, shout out to you, mate, because he was at the Lille v PSG game. I know PSG won 5-1 or something, and I watched his Champions League predictions video, and I think he said like PSG didn't play too great or something against Lille. I can't really remember. So I think for that reason alone, I think PSG will be under a lot of pressure. They're the home side. They're the home team tonight. Their fans will want their team to win. But for me, I just think PSG are going to lose tonight. So in my prediction, I'm going to say PSG 2, Real Madrid 3. I'm saying a 3-2 away win for Real Madrid. Alright then, so the next game comes from Lisbon. It's Sporting Lisbon versus Manchester City at the Estadio José Alvalade, or whatever the ground's called. Obviously, last time these two met in obviously a knockout round of a European competition was in the Europa League in 2012. And if you had to guess who won, put down in the comments. Don't cheat, by the way. Sporting knocked out Manchester City of the Europa League in 2012, and City, they will be looking for a bit of revenge tonight in Lisbon and in Manchester in a few weeks' time. Obviously, Sporting, absolutely incredible group stage in the Champions League. Obviously, they came second in their group and they came above Borussia Dortmund. Obviously, that's right. I know Borussia Dortmund are out of the Champions League. I think they drew at Dortmund and they beat them at home. Sporting, at home, they seem to do well against the big sides. Also, they beat Dortmund 3-1 at home. I don't know how they got on against Ajax, I can't remember. But can they beat Manchester City? The last time Manchester City lost was in the Champions League against RB Leipzig in Germany. So will City lose again in the Champions League tonight? For me, I don't think so. Obviously, they had one good team in their group, which was PSG. They lost in Paris, but they beat them in Manchester. Is it me? Or why do Man City they seem to play big teams away and they always lose? Well, put down in the comments, do you think Sporting are a big side? I think they're just I think they're around a mid-table-ish team in the Champions League. But Sporting, don't underestimate them. They will give City a good game, they will, but realistically, City will probably win. You never know, Sporting could beat them, but City are winning this. Sporting 1, City 3, 3-1 to City. Alright then, so we now move over to Wednesday night as we kick off in Milan as Inter Milan take on Liverpool. Now Liverpool have experience at the San Siro because they played against AC Milan in the group stages. They know what the Italian fans are like. They know what the surface is like at the San Siro because they obviously AC and Inter ground share and they share the San Siro stadium. So it's the second time this season that Liverpool have made the trip to Milan to play at the San Siro. And I think that is a huge advantage for Liverpool because they've already played at the San Siro. As I just said, they'll be used to the noise from the fans. They'll be used to the pitch. They'll be used to and I think that's a big boost for Liverpool. But Inter, I think they're second in Serie A. They came second in their group, 5 points behind Real Madrid. I think they drew to Shakhtar some point in their group, and that's not really that good enough for Inter. But Liverpool, they won all their Champions League games, no losses, no draws. Liverpool beat every team home and away in their Champions League group, and that's why Liverpool will probably win this one. Put down in the comments, guys, can Liverpool win the Champions League? They are unbeaten. They haven't lost yet. They haven't even drew yet in the Champions League. But in my opinion, I think the winning run is going to continue in the Champions League for Liverpool. Liverpool are going to win, in my opinion. My prediction is Inter Milan 1, Liverpool 2, 2-1 to Liverpool. Alright then, so the next game we are dropping it down a bit. We are going to Austria as RB Salzburg take on Bayern Munich. Now that Group G, was incredible and Salzburg did very well to get out of that group. Salzburg, I think they were third at some point. I think they won the group, Salzburg, and they did really well to do it. They did well against some big teams, against Sevilla, Wolfsburg, and the other team in their group, which I can't remember who it was. But Salzburg, this is a different level for them. They are playing Bayern Munich. But to be fair though, Bayern on the weekend they lost 4-2 to mid-table side Bochum. But to be fair, they had Seven Ulrich in goal. I don't know if Neuer's injured or not. They're probably just saving Neuer for the game tomorrow in Austria. But there's only one team that's winning this, and it's Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich are unbelievable. They are just too good. They batter everyone. They battered Barcelona, they battered Benfica, and obviously they battered Dynamo Kiev. So I'm expecting goals from Bayern Munich. I do apologise to all the Salzburg fans watching, but Bayern are just too good. They are just too good, and they just love to score goals. And one man who is probably going to have a masterclass, or two players probably who are going to have a masterclass. It's Thomas Muller and Robert Lewandowski. How Lewandowski didn't win the Ballon d'Or to this day still shocks me. But this is going to be 4 goals scored by Lewandowski. Salzburg 0, Bayern Munich 4. All 4 to be scored by the Polishman Robert Lewandowski. 4-0 to Bayern. Alright then, so we are now moving on to next week's games in the Champions League, and we are kicking off at the home of the champions of the world. That's right, it's Chelsea versus French champions Lille. Or Lille, they are doing quite bad this season, I think, Lille. I think they're like mid-table, or I think I might be thinking of Lyon. I'm thinking of Lyon, I'm not sure. But Chelsea, obviously on Saturday, they became champions of the world as they beat Palmeiras 2-1 after extra time. Lille obviously hasn't been too great recently for them. You know, that a few weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago, they got battered 5-1 by PSG. And to be the current champions of France and to concede 5 goals isn't good at all. But for Chelsea, I watched a bit of the game against Palmeiras. I was out, but I did watch a bit of the game. Chelsea were just passing the ball around, and they'll probably do that next week against Lille, if I have to be honest. You know, it's typical Chelsea. They just pass the ball around. And then at some point they get the ball up and they score a goal. But Lille, you know, they are a good side. I reckon they could get a goal from somewhere. But Chelsea, they play, I think they had, who did Chelsea have in their Champions League group? They had Juventus. Chelsea, they battered Juventus 4-0. 4-0 at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea, they're just unbelievable at the moment. And I think Chelsea are going to win this one. Chelsea 3, Lille 0, 3-0 Chelsea. Alright then, so the next game we are going to Spain as Villarreal take on Juventus in Villarreal. Obviously, Villarreal drew 0-0 with Real Madrid. Juventus, I can't remember the last time, whatever. I think they drew against like Napoli or someone. I can't really remember. But obviously, Juve, they've lost Dusan Kulusevski and Rodrigo Bendica, obviously, to this side around me, Tottenham, my team. And I don't know how Juventus have been getting on lately, but, you know, Villarreal, they came second in the Champions League group, and they did quite well, to be fair. Villarreal, obviously. Second place was between them and Atalanta, and obviously they beat Atalanta to get to second, so obviously well done to Villarreal there. But, you know, this will be a difficult game for Villarreal. Juve are a good side. Juve have slipped up a bit this season in the league, but in the Champions League. But the Champions League is different. It's a different level to, like, the Premier League, Serie A, Bundesliga and that. So I'm going to say Villarreal 1, Juventus 2, but I won't be surprised if Villarreal cause a shock. So, yeah. Alright then, so the next game is Atletico Madrid versus Manchester United. Now, Manchester United, I think, obviously United, they're playing tonight. United are playing tonight against Brighton. They got Brighton tonight, they got Leeds on Sunday, then they play against Atletico Madrid. Liverpool went to Atleti and Liverpool beat them 3-2. So can Manchester United go to Madrid and beat the champions of Spain? Who knows? But one man who loves scoring against Atletico Madrid is the GOAT, Cristiano Ronaldo. He loves scoring against Atleti. He's done it for Real Madrid and he's done it for Juventus. Can he do it for Manchester United? And will he score against Atleti again? But United, they are just a joke at the moment. The last 3 games, Middlesbrough, Burnley and Southampton, United went 1-0 up. And they just seem to have a problem with going 1-0 up. Because every time United go 1-0 up, they always go and draw. The last 3 games, United have drew. I know Middlesbrough they lost, but, you know, that was on penalties. But yeah, the last 3 games, they've drawn 1-1. But, you know, they played against Southampton, Atleti, clear of Southampton. and they're clear of all the other teams that they've drew 1 or 2 as well. So I'm just going to get into it. 2-1 to Atletico Madrid. I'm sorry, Ronaldo's going to score though because he loves to score against Atleti, but Atleti are going to win 2-1. 2-1 to Atleti. Alright then, so the final game is Benfica against Ajax. Now, I just want to give a round of applause to Benfica because they did very good in their Champions League group. I think they were in Group E, if I'm correct. I'm not sure. But I think this is especially against one team in particular. Barcelona. Barcelona beat Juventus in the Champions League final in 2015. I know Barcelona aren't too great, but everyone was predicting Barcelona to beat Benfica. Everyone said, oh, should be an easy win for Barca. Benfica are terrible. But no, Benfica went and beat Barcelona, and in the end, they came second. And that was a really good moment for Benfica, because now we can now see how they can get on against harder teams. You know, the Ajax are better than Barcelona. Ajax are better than Barcelona. They just are. Barcelona are terrible. They're absolutely terrible. But I might watch this game because I want to see how Benfica can do against Ajax. Because Ajax, they absolutely ripped the group stages apart. They literally just walked through the group stages like it was nothing. Like it was nothing. They battered Dortmund, home and away. But, you know, how they get on in Portugal against Benfica, it will be a tough game for Ajax. Benfica are quite a good team, but Ajax, they will just win. You know, Antony's unbelievable, Tadic is unbelievable, and I think Ajax are going to win. Benfica 1, Ajax 3, 3-1 to the Dutch. Alright then, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Smash like, subscribe, stay tuned to the Europa League predictions. That's right, the Europa League predictions are back tomorrow. But yeah, anyway, put down in the comments who's winning tonight, PSG or Real Madrid, or, put down in the comments who's winning tonight, PSG or Real, and either Sporting or City. I'm going with Real and City. But yeah, anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Peace!